Good evening, everyone, once again. On behalf of the family and on behalf of myself as a host of the program, this service, would like to extend a warm and cordial welcome to every one of you. Thank you for coming and taking trouble to come over here to attend this evening program in loving memory of a brother, John Michael Glasco. Indeed, he is my co-brother and everyone's friend and brother, and he and I used to call one another a brother from another mother. Yes, indeed, John was my brother, not only just a co-brother, but he was my brother from another mother. And I thank you and extend it once again a warm and cordial welcome to every one of you this evening. Yes, I am Reverend Apang Levon to be, hosting you this evening program, and I feel. I don't know how I felt. I have a feeling of a mix. Kariruhi aboya ingtinge hemi program host and I don't know how to host this kind of program. I have never been, leading a program such as, because whether I should be, happy or to be, that's a two feelings, a mixed feeling. So I don't know how to behave as I host you. So I hope you will understand me. I might not behave as you expected. It is very difficult for me, especially, to lead a host this kind of program. If we are entertaining a program, can do it much better though. But then this is a bit of, a sentiment, as many of you may have, felt that as a family. So, I beg your pardon in case of any other unplanned, programs and, behave may have come on the way. But then thank God for this evening and for all of us that we are able to meet together and remember and help and uphold and support one another. And this, all of us are here, family and friends. So, dear family and friends, and the boys and the girls and children, every one of you, thank you for coming and welcome for the program that you are here. So we look to God in prayer. Just a moment. By the way, you will find a program sheet on this book. If you have a book, the page number 56, there is a program that this evening we're going to follow. There may be changes here and there, but that's not the major thing. The major program sheet that we're going to follow is here. So the first item is worship team. The worship team will come after I finish what I am saying, is that they will be leading us to worship the Lord by singing a few songs. And we appreciate the people who are here, the team who have been, graciously coming forward to lead us in worshiping the Lord through song. So, may I have the honor to invite our worship teams?
Great God, You are the one who made the universe, and all of us who have come here this evening also. God, as you are seeing us, we have come here in order to give our respect to you, first of all, and also our remembrance to John, who left us last year, and today we have come here to remember him for all the good manners that he had extended to his fellow BMCF worshippers.
You've seen me so, and then, so if you don't understand, and then you ask near you, someone, okay? And hey, Tila fellow, they will look on Wang in Tunasoitura, Ruati, Maile, Tony, and Lawa lately, and I, and Chandler, so I'm joining Nakina, and learn Wang and Megan or Chen Huna, Milong and Kiam, Walk and Nine. Hey, Zanina Yan Hun Chatak, my young dick and the Amaro Zoo, Hansoi, the boy, Aluntia Tagna, the boy here, I didn't game up, boy, got hit lang, then he got the Lablolite and Kapu, the Kalao, Kalo, Palanizon, Ming and Kiam, Karandil Masani. Hey, Zoni, being a kill Ganti, had young Adam, they were joining, Berboni, my dear, hit young the Tana Buncha, Patiani, Minfe, he can long me, Mema, Amayan, Chungwai, or Boni, Mayanga, Midang, and Rustoyanga, till Damtak, so to Zom Marcella, Zanina, Yan, Twitter, they say that so you got to Juanga, Mihin Chungwa, and Clan Yanin, in none to do Tipi joining, and in Galti, and Engamohi on Tiani, Chungiama, Tipo joining, hey, Zoni, Hian, Nayan, and Tuntur, Damtak Kumin Chung Dede, Jamin Gan, so they don't need Pakatna, and Dila, Pakatna, Bertina, Nizuanga, Hanging and Barte, Can pay Avang, can pay Avang Yanin, Jutukan, so Mania. Hanin dia detin urzang te po yanin patian hi ahirin yan alanga atung trai vuk vuk jang te yong chi na ni khatyang te hanin aril ru siom po yan khatyang kan patian ne a fo chi na ke ma kai ngai tua chon karil ru tiang a siom tin han chung trai mai ti harsa kalu ti viau chi na aman na hi chona har samya lawa he hi ma ka ti chi na ni ti chuan hi san khat po ti mayang till the Engamokan Stoya and Ramtai to America and Ventinani, to Vactori, again, till Achiat Nanati, Kansukala, Kanan Mutipokan, so again, a Tam China Tikani, joining can move to see a John breakfast with Yama, that he Taylaba, Arukala, Mam, Nizana Kanin, Katian Kan Katia, Minai Dam Tim, Katian Kan Ketu, Naidam. Face to face, I don't have the Hansta at the end, nine, Ani John Tikan, Aron Tikala, Mingai Dam Tim, Nizanka, Atia, Katian Kan Kepo in Kil Kalasoya, Tazuanin, Katikanin, Naidam Dilin, Midway line in Chirin, Kania, Kanan, Tiklatani, Jujuan Nayan, Enton Klakatia, Naidam Dili, Kaulstam, Lawu to Kaniki, Mahitu, Juvan, Kang Tiati, Tikan, Anunayan. Endon Torhi, Jakin Kachina, Tin Adam Liazuanin, a Til Palnai, Amakatichina, a Sam Pizoni, me here in a Til Palse India is on me on that Silo, a fine pedestal to take a loud China, Putila, Amani Lavania, if you put the road, they got the China, me here come my Bema Til Pala. Could don't know hey morning star day at him right about a local dog put on it at home near till pay keeping in Zela and do the Lautekan and I to a mema a one out in a put the Osaka, Tiamkanin, well a packet a well Timayang, a Katiam Kanin, doing moon, a one out the Honena and Tom Kanin and doing Turpo and Penny. Katiam Kanin, me Harsade, he am I to he Anunayan. in ton tlakin ka hia pathian thu te kan zinga a soi vak chuang lawa amaro chu anuna hian ke man hi ai chon in ton tur tam ve em hian kan sa china ke mangi ko hian in ton tlak ka tia tin nia ka sayang khan ve thei mangai nei anga em hi musit ain mi te khongaya thil pek le re thei te khongai na hian anu ni tam em mai hi in ton tlak bukin ka hia tin Nikoli ani don po hian ti mayang ani hian kanu le ka pa tan in kalia lon kala chu wang chuan heng min ru pui thei lo chuan kan nei thei lo che ti po khan kan ru pui fi dang che tia tiang chuan in athil tuma hian athil in tiang tua khan fulfill hian em wangin hei kan in te point se chewa ama in engkim athoka ti chuan athi ma kum khan ta khanin rule zo fek mai ngu he tiang zoi te kan rule chuanin atam mai me ni atia mi hi amangai ve me ma ama to ka hian kan in te po chu athi ma kuma khan a rule zo fek ni ti chuan ke ni kan ru chuan kan ni kan ru chuan rule tur po to lovin kan oma he zo ti kan chu ka dan hian Aloi em kasiji tin kan soi mai thei lok tur en ton tra anna omle pakhat chau kan soi to mai nga chu po chu mi hi chiana siam hi ol maya makhi ka ti china Stora dora kalpo hian thian hi siam mai thei te la ni amara chu pathian thu te san mun te soi dak ta tura mi ma ni chu a har sat ma a he bor hia tum khat phei chu pastor an lo ti tamaya dora khana bakal ka pastor kan ni lo ka ti pon mam en ti pastor mi ti tat ni zo ron tia aron kal khani aron hong khan ta chuanin thu lo soi ro tun san ne ya ti tamai si amang hiang a pathian thu soi thu tak tak chon ma se la ni tiang face to face a se chuan a soya hil bor pun ngal thei se kha ke ni christian te po hi ke ba ngei po hian ni tiang hian ti thei la chu ti hi an la khan o em ka nei chu kha thil kha ni chu wang chuan in khat hui khat po chu awa cha pastor an ti ta se thun san dia kan go thana alian ka ba thu ron soi ro ti ta mai si oi thu ron soi ro ti thu ko ka soi ngai lo ka ti pon soi ro ti ta sing ti ya ka tiang tia ron hom ka mang agin ron hom a he ri to soi ka tum vian ko sai don chin a to ba pi sa khwa ka sikta ni a khwa ka sikta ni ta de ri to ka ta chuan ni ko nam man soi mai ro tia in rin ni sa na to khanin ta chuan ho le tia a soi ai ka ma cha khwa sikta ka ti der ni mi ala wani ka tiang ko ba mi ma chon pathian tu soi chu he si khan ma se la mi te va kon te ka face to face ta mi te pathian thu va li la va ti hi va hi la va kal le va to hi ya athiam e mai kha ke ni christian te ta na po hian kan ram hi ti la india ra ma hian ka tiang khan lo nu ve ni la chuanin tun ai hian pathian ram he sau zok mai om magi ti te ka thin tu ngai hian om chin chu wang chuanin he mi thil tam tak ni lo ma se thil tam tak chu soi tu kan sia ti ha ni ma se langin kha an na thil pui mo ka mi te chau po kan za ba yanin kha tiang thil ka lo zom ve ni la chu a lok don em yan ka chi na chu voi na yan soi ke na bun ren sang tha tak mai hei min pe ko ka ring lo ka fa ti hen an lo ti ya ka kan han nei ta ka chuan bun chu ka soi tur ni mai se langin hei program te len chong se la he ti ang thu cha pathian ni siam saka fa ti hu ti pon ti ang min no pe hi ka lo ni emani ti ka kan soi du ko kan ni
kan ti apiang te so
And somebody said, as for a believer, what we are here on earth is the worst that it can be, because it only gets better from now on. And we know that John is in a better place, and he's actually enjoying more than we are. But I know it's difficult for Nicole and the family and Michaela, but they also say that for those who don't know Jesus Christ as their Savior, this is the best that there will ever be. And I think we are so fortunate that we can celebrate John's life today and remember all the good things, because that's what we are here for, to celebrate his life. And I know Mom has said some things already, and I don't want to repeat some of the things that she said, so I'm just going to say one or two things. Things that I remember, special things that I remember in our time with John. My husband and I had the opportunity to visit them several times while they were in the States and to be in their home with them. And I remember so clearly one time when I went to visit, and he was quite upset with Nicole. And this is why. Because they were going to put me down in the basement. They had arranged the room really beautifully. And there was something like a little living room down there, as well as 2 bedrooms. And the living room was a little bit messy. And he had wanted Nicole to clean it up because I was coming, because he wanted to make it look really nice for me. And so he was upset with her because she was thinking, why should I clean it up? She's just my sister, and it's okay, she's family, I don't have to make it look nice. But he was really, really upset. And so when I went, he was trying to clean it up and arrange it and everything. And so I realized that he really wanted to make it special for me. And I have never forgotten that. And another time when we went to visit him, I said, okay, why don't we go for a movie? Because it was a little late in the night. And sometimes older movies, you can get the tickets for really cheap, maybe like $1. And so I thought, okay, let's just go there. We don't need to spend so much money and we can be together. But I didn't know that he didn't want to do that at all. So he had bought tickets that were a little more expensive, and I was thinking, why are we spending so much money? But that's just the kind of person he was. He was so extravagant in his giving. And I remembered that because that was really special. He really didn't want to spend just a little on me. He wanted to spend lots and make it a special time for me. And I will never forget the movie Inception because of that, because that was a movie that 3 of us watched when we went. And there are so many memories that come to my mind when I think about John, wonderful ones. And also, let me not fool you, because I think I was maybe the only one in the family that really fought with him. There were times when we really fought verbally, and argued intensely. But I think Mom mentioned this, I wasn't here when she came, but he was always so ready to apologize. And he would always come and say sorry first, and that really spoke to me as well. And everybody has their shortcomings, and John did too, but he was real. And I want to thank God for his life and the many lessons that we learned. And we feel that many times we say, oh, God took him at the wrong time. This was not the wrong time. He was so young. But you know, he did so much more than many of us did or do in the short life that he lived. And because of that, I want to thank God for his life. And I want to thank all of you for coming and celebrating this with us.
I can't say I'm happy to be here. My family knows my dislike of standing in front of a crowd and being on stage. But we have different reasons for doing the things we do. The reason I'm here today is because of love and the family bond. And one of the things, to be honest, this came as a bit of a surprise to me. I had not thought through what I'm going to say. But as I prayed about it, one thing I would like to bring out is from what my sister said just now. Yes, we feel that John was taken too soon. We wish that he had more time here with us. But despite that, I think whoever we speak to, whoever knew John, one of the things I think that they have to say about him was his love for people, his compassion, his friendly nature. He made friends everywhere he went. And one of the things I shall always remember whenever I remember John, I can still hear it in my head, was his laugh. He had this exuberant laugh like a child. You know, I'm sure we all know how children laugh. They just laugh from the heart, and you know it's genuine, and you can't help but laugh along with them. And John had that kind of laugh. When he laughed, you just had to laugh with him. Because it showed all the joy of living that he had. His happiness just was so contagious. So one challenge I would like to place before all of you here today is, if we don't know, we can't predict our time. None of us knows how much time we have. None of us knows how much time the person next to us has. Only God knows and has that in His control. But if you were to go unexpectedly, what would people remember you for? That's something that challenges me when I think about it. Whatever I do, when I'm going to make decisions or in my interaction with people, we remember John for his compassion, for his friendly nature, for his love for mission and evangelism, for his love for God. If you were to go, what would people remember you for? In their conversations, how would people discuss your life? And I think that's something that John's life has also taught me. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being the best. It's just about making an impact on people's lives as a person at a personal level.
My life is through, but I know I'll never find another you. It's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. When I walk through the storm, you'll be my guide, you'll be my guide. If they gave me a fortune, my treasure would be small. I could lose it all tomorrow and never mind at all. But if I should lose your love, dear, I don't know what I'll do, for I know I'll never find another you. Should lose your love, dear, I don't know what I'll do, for I know I'll never find another you, another you.
Lungkhun ne te pokhalin ai jol do mai ro chu ai lungkhun tak tak ha ani khap lawa le mi thi te lalpan min en kol dana hi mi zo pa ril ro takin karil ro lo lu ta nu chang chia in a fa te a akil koi dan a fa te zo a pua a u zo a ka yang hian kan mangai kal ta te hi lal pa hian at nunga a pua a an zo ha da mani ti chuan ke ni num dama la om te hi akut le lamin he khovela kan cham chu hian min no kai hi alo nei ka fia lali swa krista puthian min kaya puite tu no fa po sia se tu na hian johnny chu lalpa a chol ha damani lalpan a purani khovela in no in chu zongin lalpan a kut sak takin akai se long chu
lalpa kutsu arim omani ti kasoi duni lalpa chuan mikhual ta chu vong chi thina panei lo le mei thai te chu a chen thin kan pathian thuina tin lalpan aputin a chen reng chu thove le nom chung zongin chu van.
But this one thing I do, forgetting things that are behind and straining myself forward to reach the goal for which God has called me in Christ Jesus. And this message was strengthened by the message of one of my granddaughters. I read it yesterday, I think. I don't remember exactly what she wrote, but this is the thing. We need even a young Johnny, Irola Takavanga, Ama Theatre, Ama Vanga through, and so not take and not take and long, Papa and then along through.
It is an honor for me to have all of you here in this precious time that is one of the most important things in my life. Before I go on, I would like to just light a candle for my husband. And as we light this candle, there is a video about him that shows images of when he was a baby till the time he passed away. So it really is a bit lengthy, but this was something prepared and shown during his funeral on February 7 last year. And it was made by my brother-in-law's wife's son. And I think it really shows the life that John lived through the images captured by these photographs. So before I do that, I would like to call my mother and my little daughter to come here on stage and help me light this candle to remember my husband, John Glasco. There's something about a candle. To me, John, first of all, John really loved candles, especially scented candles, the candles that have a nice smell when you burn them. And I went and looked for that the other day. I was like, God, please get me to a shop that sells scented candles, because I want to remember my husband by lighting one to show that his memory and the love he had for his family and friends will always stay alive in our hearts and in our memory. Here's the video about John.
Can nobody
to cut down 42 years of a person's life, even if it's in images. Right now, I want to thank everyone who made this program really special for me. I know that there are some names that I could not mention in the souvenir that I have prepared in memory of my husband. But the decorations were done by my sister, Mai, and Rebecca Zodenbui. They went out of their way to get this prepared, so I didn't have to think about it at all. And then I have the worship team who really went behind the scenes and practiced in such a short time. I can't mention all those names. And Johnson, the photographer, who was taking pictures ardently. I didn't mention the videographer because that canceled out in the last minute, but I got a last minute one stepping in for me to make this day very special, and I want to thank you for that. And the ushers and the PowerPoint, Zwala was in charge of that, and he's done such an awesome job. The food is going to be prepared by, managed by Mami and Aga, who contacted the caterers for me, and Azai's hostel, Azai and her team were making the other parts of the food as well. There's so many people I would like to thank, and also Mr. Sangliana, Pusangliana, who went out of his way to get this venue. I mean, it's the Seventh-day Adventist hall, and it's very hard to get this place free on a Saturday. But I wanted to hold this precious time on the day that my husband passed away, and he made that possible for me, and I want to thank him for that. Last year, at this time, an American time, my husband, I was out watching a movie because my mind was troubled for some things I don't remember. I went out with my cousin Lapui, and I remember talking about our situation the whole time, because it's been 4 years since we've been stuck in India because of the process in trying to get our daughter to America in the legal way. And when I came home, I get a message on Facebook from his employee asking me to call him. I knew immediately that something was wrong, but I didn't think he had passed on. I just thought he got into an accident. And I remember that evening so clearly. And when I made that phone call to hear that my husband had died, I didn't know what to do. Thì nãy nó vắng bỏ hiểu xí là cái nô tế cái cái thơ giàn rây tòa nia cần sát tờ khát doan tar sông bạc khát tị về lắm. And all I could do was just, the moment I saw my parents, I just fell down. I don't even remember if I screamed or I cried. That whole night was such a blur for me. Inga po kashikim baklo se kashat vetsuna john me and runlenga me tam takan runlenga kafanole kapale ki chichana lama kaltumin kafanutan le kapatan visa be tumin kan kala kan lo chama kan lo kir le ka zanni mulavin kan oma chan America ma ni kal tora cái bọt sẽ khăn cái lông ngay em à,แล้วปากระโซโลนี่ซูมันติเงี้ยกันเดียมาเนี่ยอเมริกากันเลยค่ะ 28 hours of travel by myself, but then the Lord said, I am with you, don't be afraid. Tôi tấm lâu mây nga khang lam khachu eng po ni se athi thu ta wang hian ka tan chuan han move on mai hi harve china kum khat nuwa po ka tan chuan ni min ang ni min ang hin chin phần này nên tuần cái tuần cũng biết chú cái năm thầy lâu em mà hay có bộ hay hạt xoắn cho thầy lâu hàng tầm tuổi in ạ cái này xoay đấy ngờ kỳ ma tan bộ đấy chú mi cả ra chân souvenir hi quạt giấy ra kế em mà a last minute in ka ngai tua chwa ka ma ka ngai tua chwa though I did not even think about making this earlier, but I came to when I was cleaning our house in America, because I had to pack everything and get rid of everything in my second visit there, I found in every different corners of the house, I found a lot of my husband's writing. So I collected those and I put them together here in this souvenir memento in memory of him. Some of them are my own writing in the beginning. I wrote about him. But a lot of them are my husband's own writing, his own words that I typed out verbatim about his story, about the things that mattered to him, about things that he tried to put in effect in his life. He used to tuck me in bed because he slept very late and I sleep at a normal time. But I remember, I don't know many husbands who tuck their wives into bed and he waits till I fall asleep and then he does whatever he needs to do. In the beginning of our marriage, because I was such a career woman, I didn't even know how to do laundry. And he taught me how to do laundry. And I messed up a lot of his clothes. I made them small or I mixed it with colors, but he was very patient with me and things like that. And like my sisters, my family mentioned, one of the things that was so great about my husband was how quick he was to say sorry when he felt he hurt us. No matter how much we were fighting, he would be so quick to say sorry. He was so excited in giving me presents, just like a little boy. He would buy it in advance, but he could never wait for the day to give it to me. He'd always give it to me early. The pet names he calls me, I don't think anyone else will be able to call me those things again. Those are the things I'll miss. Pet names. Nicole, Peapod. He had pet names for everybody, but those names are the ones nobody would ever call me again. And his infectious laughter and his childlikeness was something I was very attracted to because I'm similar to that. I am not one who likes to grow up. I like staying young. I like being young, even if my age says otherwise. John and I were like that. We would dance in the house, we would sing, we would jump around like kids when we were excited. But that was what was special about our relationship.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay. There's always